Man, we got to talk about the slap heard around the world.
I really don't even want to talk about it because it's so dumb, but I feel like we should.
Well, I just wanted to say that this show is actually being sponsored by an upcoming movie, G.I. Jane G.I. Jane 2, which is not in production yet, but it should be. and hey, Will, it might be starring Jada Smith. Who knows? She'd be perfect.
So, do you think that this was scripted at all, or was it 100% real?
Look, here's the thing. We're not going to ever know if it's scripted. That's a fact. There's never I heard someone talking about this and I thought it was pretty great. It's kind of like, wrestling. We all know wrestling's fake, right? Like it's scripted out. They have
what we do.
But then when the yeah, exactly, Chat. See, that's how this works on you, man.
Is Santa real?
Magic. I mean, my kid's within earshot, dude. What are you trying to get me busted? I am Santa Claus. No. Give her the Vader. No, I am Santa Claus. Anyway, but no, like I heard somebody say that, like it's kind of like wrestling. Like these people, they get into character and they stay in character, and it doesn't matter that even though we all know it's not real, it's not fake. But if they go on a TV show or whatever, I feel that that's a lot what's happening here. That this was talked about as a way, honestly, to like get interest back into the Oscars, because it was the second lowest rated Oscars of all time.
But how is that going to help you want to watch the Oscars next year? Are you waiting for somebody else to be bitch slapped on stage too?
Well, you heard who's hosting next year, right?
Whoa, Mike Tyson?
Mike Tyson.
Hit him and see what happens, right?
Let's see who the Oscar goes to.
Oh my gosh, that'd be good. That's pretty good. You don't just do a great Trump, you do a pretty good Tyson, right?
Yeah. I can do Trump having a conversation with Tyson. That would be hilarious.
If you can go back and forth between those two.
What did you say to me when you come over here and say that to me? Well, I'll tell you. Everybody knows that I can take Mike Tyson in a fight.
By the way, I think we have there he is, our special.
There's attack helicopter
guest here coming in with a hot one.
Take cover.
All right,
Mr.
so
Producer.
I have a very spicy take on this. So okay, because here's the thing. So either way, so the whole thing that started this slap to begin with was comedy, right? It was a joke. It was a joke that was targeted at Will Smith's wife, right? Okay. I can end this entire argument, period. In comedy, absolutely nothing is sacred in comedy. So getting upset at a joke when a lot of other people in the audience were being roasted, and then on top of that, going up there and basically on global television committing a felony, I'm like, what? Over a joke. I'm blown away by that. And here's the thing. As far as is it being a publicity stunt? It definitely could be a publicity stunt. If you look at that slap, I'm not saying it wasn't real, but I'm not saying it was real. Like, it looks very
I'm
iffy.
not saying he didn't brace himself. I'm not saying he didn't start to turn his head. I'm not saying he wasn't smirking when Will Smith walked up there. I'm not saying the lady behind Will Smith at the same table wasn't at all surprised by him yelling.
Yeah.
I'm not saying any of that.
Well, on top of that, too, he was laughing at the joke when it was told. Like, if you look at the video, Will Smith was laughing. He thought it was hilarious. And even Jada was smiling. I'm like, guys, come on. If you're gonna, come on now.
She was smiling because she knew somebody was about to get their ass beat.
Probably. But here's the thing. I was reading some comments on Reddit about this. And now Reddit, hive mind, so take this with a bit of a grain of salt here. But a lot of people were saying... Well, yeah, I know what Reddit is. But, a lot of people were saying that Jada herself is actually just kind of a bit of a controlling bitch, which is interesting because some people say that what could have happened there is basically she whispered in Will Smith's ear and was like, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to let him talk about me that way? And basically got him all riled up for no reason. That was another theory that I heard about this. And I'm like, why does it matter? It's comedy. Nothing is sacred.
Do you think she whispered in his ear, entanglement?
You're about to have another
Yeah.
entanglement.
And he was like, hell no.
Hell, I am.
She's like, you want to sleep in the doghouse? Because we can make that happen.
Dude, that's the thing that's so bizarre about this whole thing is like you're getting mad about a hair joke when it's publicly known you were humiliated by this woman that now you're going to be the white knight. Now you're going to be the man coming to the rescue after like dude after dude has like train rid her.
Chris, I hate to interrupt you. He's not a white knight. He's a black knight. We need to make sure we're identifying him properly. I'm so sorry here. We got to make sure
he's a knight and not. I mean, like, what is the female version of a knight?
A knight.
No. Maybe he's a trans knight.
Oh yeah, you might be right. You never know. We got to make sure we're identifying people properly here, Chris, because it's so important.
I wouldn't know. I'm not a medieval specialist. But for real though, I mean, when this is going to be talked about for a while, I don't think we're ever going to know the real answer. I think the fact that Chris Rock is not pressing charges, is one of two things. Either he's like, yeah, I don't want this to continue or escalate any further. I don't need to keep going through this. We just need to brush this under the rug. But I mean, dude, let's think about this from this standpoint, Chad. And let me ask you this. What if that was Sean Penn who jumped up on the stage and walked right up to Chris Rock and belted him?
Well, he's ultra liberal. But it's for the fact that he's white? Yep. It would have been a white man hitting a black man, right?
That would have been.
I mean, they probably would have done that anyway because they're trying to cancel everybody. They don't care.
I mean, isn't this the first time that the media is actually reporting on black crime?
Jeez. Yikes.
I don't know. I'm not a news reporter.
Oof.
I don't know. I'm not a news reporter. I don't know.
I actually saw
that.
So here's the thing that I found interesting too is usually something like this is a distraction. It's a distraction from something that's actually going on in the world around us. And I saw this meme and it was very true telling. And it says, hey, did you hear a few billionaires had a tiff at the golden statue ceremony they hold every year where the rest of us struggle to afford food and shelter? And on top of that, over the weekend, Oscar weekend, Congress, I don't know all the details of it, so if I'm quoting this completely wrong, sorry, but I know that the general gist of it is the Congress just passed a bill to eliminate, like, supplementary student lunches. So kids who go to school whose parents may not be able to afford food for them are now no longer going to be able to get food because of that being eliminated.
Ooh, I'd like to look into that. I find that shocking.
I'll do some research real quick on it, but yeah, that's what I was hearing about this. It's always a distraction.
Thanks for watching this clip of the Building Walls podcast. If you enjoyed it and want to see the full episode, click the link in the description to check it out. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of our future videos.